Hey guys, John Loxley here. Just wanted to talk to you quickly about this, The Electric State. So this is a book I recently got. It's by Simon Stellenhag. I don't know how you pronounce that. It was released in 2017. But mostly this video is going to be about him, or not him. They're apparently making a movie of it, and it's going to be released in 2024. And it's probably going to suck. And while I'm basing it just off of the teaser trailer, which we'll watch and go over in a minute, um, just real fast, I would recommend this. I mean, it's, I guess you could call it an art book or a comic book or maybe a graphic novel. I don't know. It is very big. If you want an idea as to what it sorry, I'm kind of doing this on the fly. If you want ideas to like what it looks like, the actual inside of the book. I mean, I guess I could show you, but here you go. It's more this. It's like too big. Position back. There we go. Bam. We're doing it. We're it's like, oh come on. Good ones. See, it's like this. It's like a full picture with actually quite a lot of text in it. Still has that new book smell, which is nice. This was about 30 bucks. So do recommend it. If you're looking for stuff to kind of reference the mood or the tone or whatever of this book and why I do recommend it, some things that I'm going to mention that I probably won't mention later in the video just so it gets in your mind. Reminds me a lot of Angel's Egg, which is an anime from a while ago. Very artsy. There's maybe three to five lines of dialogue in the whole movie. This also kind of reminds me. It reminds me especially of Nier, the game, the video game, because the story. There's a lot of parallels actually. There's like multiple storylines going on in both the game and the book, and it's more. The main story is more like this little personal story between characters. It's very character driven. But there is a bigger story that isn't really mentioned, that's only kind of inferred, that is way more dramatic and important. And that is, so if you wanted something that the biggest thing that it reminded me of, or the thing with the most similarities, it would be near to the book. Other things like movies, Fight Club, maybe even Joker, those both are very character driven and have a lot of sort of like calm moments and very just kind of quiet and slow burning. They're not like a Marvel movie, you know. I'm mentioning that on purpose. So also books, I guess. Anything character driven, anything small. I don't remember. Was it Stand By Me? There's that book with like the four kids that found the dead body, and I think it was called The Body. Stephen King wrote a short story. Anything like that. Any of these little, journey things. This book I read in English class, I think, I Am the Cheese, kind of reminds me of that as well. So those are all sort of starting points for what I envision a similar mood would be to explain for you guys for the book. Now let me just read the back real fast. And the reason is because the teaser trailer, it's not a trailer, but it's a tease, right? It's supposed to get you excited, presumably. And the movie's done filming. Apparently it wrapped up in February 2023, so it's done. It's just going through the editing process. So like all the marketing materials and promotional stuff should be coming out now. But if that was their best thing, yeah, I don't have high hopes. So just the back right here, just a little blurb on the back, right? In late 1997, a young woman and her small yellow robot travel west through a strange American landscape where the ruins of gigantic battle drones litter the countryside, along with the discarded trash of a high-tech consumer society addicted to virtual reality systems. As they approach the edge of the continent, the world outside the car window seems to unravel at an even faster pace, as if somewhere beyond the horizon, the hollow core of civilization has finally caved in. And that took 30 seconds to read. but that is compelling, right? And actually, strangely enough, kind of parallels some of the stuff that's going on today in our society. So let's play the trailer. I'll if I can put this over here without. I don't want it to fall and crush Manny, who's sleeping right there. That would be bad. All right. All right. Hopefully it's not too loud. Where? Okay. Let's do. Can I do this? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little I'm gonna be over in the upper corner. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. I'm gonna be in the upper corner here. It's maybe gonna block some stuff, but maybe not. And this background right here is one of the final scenes of the book. You can find the book online for free. The legality of that I'm not sure of, but if you saw the image I showed earlier, that is super low res, and that's set in the proper way. I did find one that was higher res, not even good, but higher res, and it was the pages were off, and there was actually like the whole ending was missing. So would recommend just purchasing the book. Like I said, it's $30 or maybe 40. It depends on where and when you get it. But let's see this trailer, and then we'll go over it. So we're about the halfway point. I don't know why they show that stuff, but okay, crap. Don't play that. Don't play that. I don't want to see that. Don't autoplay. All right, so that was the trailer, and I mentioned the halfway point because that was the point where they started showing the buffalo, and so about 30 seconds was just devoted to seeing buffalo running around in winter, and maybe they're trying to do there's going to be changes, right? Because the book is 150 pages. There's a lot of text, but the reason I brought up movies like Joker or even Fight Club is because the book is done in a narrative style. It's not like dialogue heavy. There is very little dialogue, but it's all the girl, Michelle, narrating stuff about her life. You know, you see these giant vistas, and she'll tell you like, oh yeah, there's a abandoned battle drone just sitting there, and it's a war memorial, and this and that, and then you'll go to another scene, and she'll talk about like her parents or her foster parents or whatever, and it's not necessarily told in order either. That's why I mentioned all the things that I did at the beginning of the video, because it's really about, or you have to sort of piece it together yourself. And actually it's worth multiple reads, because there, like with Nier, there's multiple storylines going on at the same time, and you're not gonna get all of them the first time through. You know, once you've read it the first time and you're going back through, you're like, oh, that's what these other things were, and oh, what about this? You're right, Mr. Cat. And maybe what they're trying to go for with that teaser trailer is like, oh, look at how, you know, they're trying to set a tone, right? Because kind of like the Blade Runner stuff in the background a little bit, but at least, and maybe the winter was supposed to be like a nuclear winter, because it's like, oh, it's post-apocalyptic, but it looked just like people walking around doing random stuff, and I don't have high hopes. If half of if there's devoting 30 seconds to buffalo running around, I don't know. Are people going to get excited by that? Like I said, I've read the book. I love it. And the fact that there's a movie being made, used to excite people, right? They're like, oh, adaptation's awesome, great. But at least for me, I'm just like, yeah, it's going to be terrible. That's the automatic default by this point. It's like, oh God, they're making a movie about this, you know? So those are kind of my thoughts. This video is more of a recommendation for the book, I suppose. Um, I'd like to be more positive, but that's kind of how things are these days. And yeah, um, that's basically. I'd really like. I could talk about this for an hour, but I'm gonna try and keep it short. And maybe leave you guys wanting more, so that you go out and check out the book. Like I said, it's pretty fantastic. Um, but that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out the book. I wouldn't recommend doing it online. It's not worth it. There are pay sites where you could do it, but I mean, maybe that's worth it. I'm not sure if it's the same. Libraries still exist. Maybe one of them has it. You could borrow it through the interlibrary loan or something. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.